Good morning, everyone. Chag Sameach, happy Shavuot. I'm Rabbi Hannah Leslie Glazer, congregation Adat Re'im, and this is our meditation Minyan, special edition for Shavuot. And if you are joining us live right now, or if you are watching the recording later, we want to welcome you. Glad that you are all here. So Shavuot celebrates and has celebrated many different things over time. It started off very much as an agricultural harvest holiday and a celebration of the end of an anxious period of the harvest. And harvests, of course, were anxious times. People weren't sure how things were going to turn out, how much could actually be harvested. And there was a celebration at the end during which people would bring their first fruits from the harvest as well as grain to the temple in ancient Jerusalem. And later on, when the temple no longer stood after it was destroyed, and also when Judaism developed in societies that were no longer primarily agricultural, and Jews were no longer primarily agricultural, Shavuot developed and took a new form. And one of the meanings that was attributed at some point along the way was the idea that Shavuot celebrated the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai to the Israelites, as it is told in the Bible. And that on that holiday of Shavuot, on this holiday, that we celebrate the giving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. And so there are, in spiritual practices around Shavuot, there are a number of things that are shared and engaged in around the idea of the mountain itself, Mount Sinai. Mount Sinai was found in the wilderness, and there is a lot that the rabbis made out of the idea that Torah was given in the wilderness rather than in a particular national capital, a particular population center. It was given in a place with no population except for the Israelites who were traveling through. And so that in a sense, it belonged to everybody. And it belonged to everyone who was there and who received it. And as we believe in Jewish tradition, also everyone who came thereafter, and their descendants and their descendants and their descendants, all the way down to all of us. And so we think about this mountain. We think about the special power of that mountain. We think about the spiritual experience of what happened when Moses ascended that mountain to bring the law, Torah, the teachings down to the people. And we are going to explore that idea of going up the mountain. All right, so that's going to be our meditation today for Shavuot. I invite you to get comfortable in your seat. Feel yourself supported. You may want to pull your shoulders up to your ears and then back down. And just breathe. Breathe into your heart space. Breathe into your belly. Notice if there are any places of tension and breathe gently into those places. Bring gentle love and relaxation to any place that feels tense. So in the Bible, the narrative says that the people were not allowed to go up the mountain. The people had to stay at the foot of the mountain, but Moses was allowed up the mountain. And many rabbis have wondered what it was that Moses did and saw up at the top of the mountain. Now each of us are going to get a chance to find out, because you are going to be Moses ascending up the mountain. You've taken your time. You've taken it as slow as you have needed to do. You continue climbing. Notice your breath as it enters the body and helps draw you forward on the mountain. Make sure that it's a pace that's comfortable for you. There's no rush. Main thing is you want to make sure that you are awake and attentive, paying attention to what you see, to what you don't see. You don't want to be too winded. So just take it easy up the mountain. Notice what you're feeling. What thoughts are coming up? Just notice. Finally, after much, much climbing, you have reached the top of Mount Sinai, the place where the Holy One directed you to go. Just notice. Just notice. What do you see? What do you hear? What's up there? Notice what you're experiencing as you have come to the top. What does it feel like? What feelings are stirred inside of you? Now, take a look down, back down the mountain. You can see the Israelite camps, close to 500,000 people, hard to miss. Take a moment and reflect on what the world looks like from up at the top of the mountain. Remember what was on your mind earlier today before you started to climb. And what does it look like now from the top of the mountain? that situation that was on your mind earlier today, what does it look like now from the top of the mountain? And now you turn your attention to the Holy One who summoned you to this place, who asked you to draw close, because there was wisdom to impart. There is revelation. Revelation for you and revelation for the people. You turn your attention now to listen, to receive. I will invite you to listen carefully. What is being revealed? Welcome back. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. We have the whole rest of the holiday. If you want to continue this meditation all the way through sunset, Shavuot, holy days, days that we have an invitation to slow down, to ground, to center, to listen, are moments in which we can receive wisdom. wisdom for us, wisdom for our communities, wisdom about our families, our lives. And I invite you to share that with me. We'll do that as soon as the recording is over here. If you're watching this recording afterwards, you can send me an email and let me know if there's anything from that you wish to share. Chag Sameach. Enjoy the holiday today. Happy Shavuot, and we'll see you next week.